is SnapTat from Nichi. All right. Please welcome Nichi. Big round of applause. Awesome. We get a little bit of applause fatigue towards the end of the event. Okay, whenever you're ready.
All right. So how many people here love Instagram? Raise your hands. Okay, now how many of you, when you post photos on Instagram, add tags to your photos? Okay, so many of you don't know one of the best parts about Instagram. So hidden deep inside, there are thriving communities around a variety of niche topics already forming around tags. Here, let me show you. So under profile, under search, and under users, you see this tag for tattoos? This is, in fact, one of the best places to find tattoos today, anywhere. And unfortunately, most tattoo lovers looking for tattoos have no idea it exists. So that's why we created SnapTat. SnapTat is the first community-specific app for tattoos. So now anyone looking to discover tattoos or artists can in real time find amazing photos going on all around them. So take a look at this artist profile. So now instead of maintaining portfolio books of her work, artist Mary can create a stream of images of her work from real clients who I can also follow. I can stay up to date with Mary's work, and I can communicate with her directly in the app. This is every tattoo lover's dream. So at Nichi, we believe there are more than 100 of these passionate communities already forming around tags, and we're racing to build 20 more apps for these users. And at Nichi, we don't just build clones. We're actually adding vertical-specific features to all of our apps. For example, in SnapTat, we're creating special streams just for artists, special streams just for the style of tattoos. We create a marketplace for users to connect over paid services. And our next 3 verticals that we're focusing on are pets. You can see that on Instagram, there's close to 3 million photos there already. We're also hitting makeup, and we're hitting hairstyles. So that's Nichi. We're raising $250,000 in a convertible note. We've got $25,000 in commitments. We're really excited to work with investors that understand mobile, that understand interest-based communities, and are excited for this space. So SnapTat is now live and available in the iOS App Store. Please, if you're into tattoos, download it. Let us know what you think. And if you have any ideas for any other community apps that you think we should build, let us know. We're open to requests. You could reach us at launch@nichi.co. We're very excited to hear from you. Thank you very much.
Great. Okay. Thoughts from our panel on a verticalized Instagram with e-commerce features?
My only concern is that, I mean, Instagram's ability and power to do a better job than they're currently doing to address this kind of verticalized need in their communities. So if they turn this on within the app for people to kind of go into these communities, how do you think about that? Because that's my, you know, there's you know, a good example of this is when F8 happened the first time, a bunch of people, we decided which verticals we're going to go after. I went after social gaming, right, and others went after, there's some people that went after messaging. Right. And to me, that was not a good idea because Facebook could you know, squash it with one, it was too close to what the core of why you go to Facebook in terms of messaging with your friends. So those all kind of died off very quickly. So that's my concern about this, is that it seems Instagram has too much power over your business model. So if you can address that, I would love to hear your...
Great question. Thanks, Shervin.
Yeah.
Basically, we believe that we can create such a strong set of features. So it doesn't just stop. We're using photos as a way to acquire users. We think that acquiring users, building social networks is not a new idea. but the way that we acquire users is a very different and new approach. Instagram has had tremendous success acquiring users through visually compelling streams of images. And we believe that if we can provide these types of streams, we can build a large enough audience and build very specific features, things that Instagram can't go deep enough on. It would just really destroy what they're doing.
What's an example of that?
Well, I like for a pet vertical, I mean, we should be able to browse a stream by bulldogs or by poodles and be able to layer pet sitting and be able to layer dog grooming and be able to do a thing where like the dog groomer uploads 2 photos and the before and the after of the dog. I mean, it's just a different, we're building different tools for all of these passionate communities. And the exciting thing is we're actually using Instagram to show us which verticals to build. I mean, we can see through tags what's exciting to people.
I specialize in building small, niche online communities, and I know that people like to be around like-minded people. And to me, this is kind of like a Ning of Instagram, really.
Yeah, I mean, we're calling it Ning 2.0 for mobile photos.
That's what I look at it as, and it makes a lot of sense. I think that tattoo people want to be around other tattoo people, and they're pretty hardcore about it, and they're rabid fans, and they don't necessarily want to see pictures of food beside it. Right. So, you know, it does make sense. It's just going to be how you get people to pay for it. Like with Ning, that's been a struggle. You know, the network creators actually have to pay for the groups.
Right.
So how you monetize it and how people find out about it is going to be probably your biggest challenge.
Do you think there's a market for people to actually pay 99 cents for, you know, a verticalized community and put it on the user?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
But then you're looking at like there's 30,000 people, that's $30,000, then, you know, that's a small amount of money really in the grand scheme of things. Like how do you upsell them, get them to buy things, participate in the tattoo community, buy tattoos, you know, support tattoo artists? Like how will that work?
Well, we have a feature that's being built right now. It's close, we're testing it, but basically we have a badge system that we can apply onto photos. And this badge system opens up more interaction and services. So if you're an artist and you're looking to sell your fine artwork or your sketchbooks or request a sketch, there's actually kind of an e-commerce model sitting on top of it. So a listing fee and a small percentage to help people, to help artists, to help individual artists sell their beautiful work. And I think people want to have, you know,
Can anyone create their own community, or do you create them for us?
No, it's definitely not going to go that direction in Ning. We're actually picking where these communities are and, you know, using the Instagram tags to actually tell us kind of a direction where to go.
Why limit yourself to Instagram? I mean, it just seems like what you're doing is using photos to build community.
Right, exactly.
I mean, why shouldn't I use Pinterest and Facebook and everywhere else that people are posting photos that are public?
Well, I just think
Flickr.
I think it's exactly what Cyan said. I mean, these communities that are that passionate, they don't want to have this other stuff in their feeds. They want to have something that's specific.
No, you're missing my point.
Okay, sorry.
There's tattoo photos on, maybe not on Pinterest, but on Facebook and Flickr and all sorts. I mean, if I'm interested in tattoos, I'm not only interested in tattoos on Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not saying you got to start somewhere. I get it, but I'm just saying.
Are these photos from Instagram, or are they actually being used through your uploaded through your app?
They're being uploaded through our app. Right. They're being shot with our app, and we'll be integrating Instagram's hashtag so that when you post a tattoo.
So it's not using actual Instagram's data.
You're not pulling the Instagram photos in. You're just
no, we're not pulling in Instagram. Well,
how much does it cost to do each app? I mean, what does each app cost? So if the first app cost $100,000 to build, what does each subsequent app?
We're thinking we can do an app every 6 to 8 weeks for around $10,000.
I think the exciting thing here is to actually, and then I'm just going to challenge you on this, is to let people create their own communities. I think that you're going to find just a wealth of people out there who want to create, you know, I am the community of sparkly doorknobs.
Well, and it's very rare that any organization could be that good at 100 or 500 or 1,000 little verticals,
right,
and all of the customization. I just don't think you could hire and have enough common skill sets at a company to do that really well that would get people to say, hey, I love that, right? The community will, and the economic, you know, motivations will be probably correctly reflected in that situation.
Well, what we think is that there's a lot of different efforts to try to get to, I think, a similar place. I think Pinterest is showing a lot of promise in getting to these verticalized communities. I think what Kevin Rose did with Milk was letting people check into like anything. And what we're doing is going, you know what, these are the hot things. Let's just build just for those specifically. And I think we all kind of end up at the same place.
You mean Oink, right?
Oink, yeah, sorry.
Let's hear it for Nietzsche. Well done.
Thank you.